Repeat after me. All is well, and all is in divine order. Can I do you something right now? I'm going to ask you to do something I usually don't ask you to do. Can we do an affirmation? I know, you already standing. Let's go with it. Can we do this? Like we know we've been through some trials, some tribulations, some testing, but we're here. And we see the future better than the past. Let's do this. I choose life over limitation. I choose purpose over passivity. I choose peace over panic. I walk in uncommon faithfulness because I trust the God within me. You may be seated. You ever get this energy surge? Well, you're feeling good because the occasion of a Sunday morning is present. But then you're powered by something that's out-of-body experiencing. That's where I'm at right now. That song, I rarely request a song. But I texted Daisy yesterday morning and said, can you do this song? And it was in that moment that I said, how can we simplify this thing called life that seems so complicated, that has everyone, it seems like, stressed out, in this state of doubt, low energy. And it seems to be the common phenomenon right now where people are doubting the existence of a great life ahead. And everybody's on social media, they're strolling, they're seeing the bad stories. And I gotta let you in on a secret. I was in this program some 30 years ago, and it was called Detroit Advance. And they picked like 40 people to go through it and learn all the dynamics of how a city is ran. It was a year-long experience. One of the sessions was media relations. And so we got a chance to go visit one of the local TV stations. And within that session, they talked about how the news is put together in a 30-minute block. They said we look for breaking news that will entice people to watch the news. Once we put that banner, breaking news, we have to follow up with something that will just devastate them, shock them, that will awe them, but gather their attention and jar their emotions. Then we go to the next story, and there has to be some kind of tragedy in it. And we go on like this for about 12 minutes. Then we go to commercial, and then we come back and give a couple more devastating stories. Then we take a little break for a commercial. We come back, we give them a little weather, do a little human interest story for about 1 minute, take a little break, go to sports, and we sign off. Notice the experience, the formula for getting your attention these days. It's built on tragedy, devastation, the bad news. So when you understand the dynamics behind this thing that we call life, an external life, come to understand that we have to have a way to combat this experience, right? If we know that people are plotting and want us to go down the negative mindset, we have to be positioned to still prosper in a negative world, right? And so how do we do that becomes the question. How do we do that? How do we be positive in a negative world? Well, somebody asked me for the answer. Uncommon faithfulness. But there's something when I was preparing for this message. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. It says, I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life so that you and your children may live. Then Ernest Holmes says something. We are chemists in the laboratory of the infinite. What then shall we create? If you're a chemist in the laboratory and you have all these different chemicals at your disposal, the question becomes, what will we create with them? What will we create in our laboratory? The laboratory of us, of me, myself, and I. What do I want to create in that moment? I have set before you life and death. What does that mean? Choice. And so it's like every day we wake up, we rise up, and we're put in front of an elevator door. Imagine yourself in front of that elevator door, and there's buttons to choose. 2 buttons, life or death, up or down, greater or lesser, and you have the choice. And if you choose not to choose, you've made a choice. You understand that? If you choose not to choose, you made a choice. Because some of us want to put it in autopilot, leave it in somebody else's hand. It is what it is. But you're not choosing is a choice. Because you have 2 buttons, and you have to choose one. The elevator goes up, or the elevator goes up, or the elevator goes, but it can't sit still. And so choose life or death. Blessings and curses are the choices. So which do you want today? Blessings or curses? Blessings are the things that we really want to manifest. Curses are the things we don't want to experience, right? And so when we look at this, we say, God is not putting us in a shock value situation where we say, okay, it is what it is. What he's saying is that you have a daily assignment to come into alignment. Can we say it together? I have a daily assignment to come into alignment. Now, if I choose not to come into alignment, I come into disconnection. And when I disassociate with the power and presence of God, greater things can't happen. I like that y'all with me this morning. I love it. Give yourselves a round of applause. So what are we saying? We're saying that we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to make a choice that's in our best interest. The thoughts that we think, the feelings that we feel, the actions that we activate are all things that are required to manifest the life that we want. Every thought is a seed. Every decision is a door. And that door that we choose to go through, it's just like a game show. What do you choose? What do you want? The best experience or the worst experience? But choose with great intention, knowing that there are consequences to your actions, to your decisions. Now, this message, I toyed with the title. And it started off initially as Uncommon Faith. And I was inspired by Reverend Anisha's message last Sunday about fear being real, but then faith is also real. And faith is a tool for us to use. It's not something that we just possess. And so I started off with the message being called Uncommon Faith. But then I examined the word faith, and I realized that faith can just be in a moment. Faith can be a surge. Faith can be a feeling that's transient. It ebbs and flows. It comes and goes. I have faith right now, and then I don't have faith. I'm in and out of this relationship with faith. And I've experienced that before, time and time again. And so you ask me at any given moment, do you have faith? And I say, yeah, I got faith. But it rises, and then it goes down. And so I'm saying, well, that's not enough. And so we can't just have uncommon faith. What we need is uncommon faithfulness. Can we say uncommon faithfulness? That's steady. It's consistent. It's even when you don't feel it, devotion. It's so many times when you get the question, do you feel like it? Do you feel like doing it? And most of the time our response to life is, I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm not feeling it today. Anybody ever use those phrases? I'm not feeling it today. Do you want to do what you need to do, to have what you want to have, to be what you want to be, to do what you want to do? But I'm not feeling it today. Well, you know, it's 15 steps to get what you want, boss. And I know you've gone through 13, but how you feeling today? I'm not feeling it today. I'm not feeling up to it today. And we do that, our feelings. What was that old singer, Tom Jones? Whoa, 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 feeling. And so many times we place our life in the hands of our feelings when we should be moving it to faithfulness. If I can get out of my feeling and move into faithfulness, I'll become consistent with the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions necessary to move to a higher level of heaven, of consciousness, of seeing the activation of the dreams, the ambitions that I have. And so you see it? Faith can move a mountain. And we've heard that, right? Faith can move a mountain, but faithfulness will build a legacy. Now there's a difference, right? Momentarily moving a mountain. Woo! I'm glad I got through that. But here it comes again. Yeah, anybody ever face that? Woo! I'm glad I got through that moment. And here it comes again. Huh? All the time, and we're facing the same battle because we didn't approach life through a faithfulness approach. And so there's something that's been pressing on me again this week, Will, because I've been hearing this language, and it's just been like a punch in the gut, Reverend Wilmer. Like Charissa just punched me in the gut. It's this cliche. All these cliches I'm hearing now. Well, you got to die from something. I love my baby Leah, but she's been telling me that a couple times this weekend because I've been on my program. And she hadn't, she said, she admitted it. But she said, you got to die from something. And it sounds good, right? Because we hear it so often, right? And it says it's usually when we're normalizing broken habits. It's usually when we're trying to normalize behavior that's inconsistent with the faithfulness that we need to demonstrate to get to where we want to go. And there's other cliches to go along with. Well, you got to die from something. You might as well do what you want to do now. Eat what you want to eat, drink what you want to drink, go where you want to go. Because you got to die from something, right? Right? We got to die from something. So why not do what you want to do, drink what you want to drink, eat what you want to drink, go where you want to go, do what you want to do? Why not? Well, what's some other cliches? Well, just do your best. Don't put no pressure on yourself, but just do your best. But what if God's best for you is beyond your comfort zone? What if God is calling you to a greater calling and it's going to stretch you out of your comfort zone? What if God's best for you requires you to do something different? What if that's the case? What is it? It is what it is. Can we all say that? You know, I love hearing that from people. Hey, man, what's going on? It is what it is. Steve, you know it. You know it. What's going on, Debbie? It is what it is, and life is doing what it do. It's a good cliche, ain't it? I know you want something better, but maybe it's not in the cards for me. Maybe it's just not in the cards for me. Anybody ever heard that? Used that? Maybe it's not in the cards. What if we're not playing cards? What if we're in a situation where instead of playing cards, we're answering a calling? Huh? What if the calling is greater than the cards? And I want to just throw in that hand and say, I know there's something better because I'm answering to a greater calling. Maybe it's just not God's will. How are you going to blame God because you decided to do what you want to do, activate your own will, and have it your way? And then you turn around and say, maybe it's just not God's will. Well, I know something about God's word, will, and way. God made a promise that what I want for you is prosperity, peace, and greater love. And the story never changes. Reverend Anisha told us that. God's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So what's so hard about that? If that's the story, if that's the blueprint, that God is not going to change on you, then maybe we need to change to be in alignment with our assignment. Now, what if we did that? Come to that mindset. Maybe I need to be in alignment with my assignment. Maybe the purpose that God has for me is one that I need to be positioned to execute on. Maybe it's just not God's will. And God says, all I want for you is life greater than you have it now. I want you to grow greater than you are now, and I want you to experience wholeness greater than you ever have before. So no more cliches. Can we just say that? No more cliches. I'm choosing clarity. No more fatal phrases. I speak faithful language. Now, here we go. There's nothing about you that's wrong. Nothing at all. You're not weak. You're not lazy. But you are leaking. You're leaking. You're not lazy. You're not weak. But you're leaking. You're like a leaky bucket. You ever have a bucket that's got a leak in it, a hole in it, and you're pouring things in it, and it's coming out? And so sometimes we're like that, Will. We're like that leaky bucket. Things are being poured into us. Everything we want is being poured into us. Wisdom, knowledge, skills. You know how we read. We go to workshops, and everything is being poured into us. I get up here and I give a message. And so it's all being poured into you. The song is great, and it's all being poured into us. But we have this leaky bucket. As quickly as it's poured into us, it leaks back out. You ever thought about that? If your bucket didn't have a leak in it, you could hold everything that you need right there at the tip of your hands, the tip of your tongue. It's right there for you to access anytime you want it. And so this leaky bucket I'm thinking about, sometimes it's when we just keep maybe pouring out of ourselves. And you keep on pouring into something, giving time to something, money to something, energy to something that's leaking too. You got some leaky friends? Raise your hand if you got some leaky friends. I mean, you pour your best thoughts into them, best guidance, advice, and they keep on doing the same thing over and over again. I got family members like that. Not Debbie, you're an angel, Debbie. Little Debbie. But you ever had that situation where you just keep pouring into somebody and it just keeps leaking out of them? It just keeps coming. And they keep coming back to you for more and more and more. And so that's a leaky bucket situation. And that could be you. But people are pouring into you, but you're leaking. And so we do it. But we can't fix a leaky bucket with an external patch. And what are those external patches that we try to do? Well, if I just had more money, I wouldn't leak so much. If I just had a better job, a better title, I wouldn't leak so much. If I had a better relationship, I wouldn't leak so much. If my history wasn't what it was, I wouldn't have a leaky bucket. See, all these things that we give power to, and we praise them in total praise of sharing what we don't want. And it's in a way that glamorizes it to where, well, you know, I've had some trials, and because of that, I have a leaky bucket. It's really what you're telling me. But the external things, the money, the car, the food, the drink, the relationship, the sex, none of that can repair a leaky bucket. A leaky bucket has to be fixed on spiritual terms. And so how do we get there? How do we get to this point where we repair the leak? Well, one thing is presence. Can we say presence? And so we ask, what do I need to return to center today? Is it my mind? Is it my body? Is it my spirit? Is it my choices that I need to return to center today? The center of source. Prayer. Not begging prayer, but tuning in to the oneness, the congruency, the trusting source. That is the God within you. Within you. Not external, but within you. And then purpose. Reconnect with why you're really here. You're here to be love agents. You're here to demonstrate, not just possess. I have faith, so what? Demonstrate it. Can we all say demonstrate it? Be it. Do it. Let me see it. Your life is supposed to be a sermon lived out, not just heard but seen. I'd rather see a sermon than hear a sermon, is what we say. And so I was reading this book, and I read it many times, by Ernest Holmes. And it's called Can We Talk with God? I don't know if you read it before, but it's a classic in my mind. And it really wasn't a book. It was a set of lectures, like 12 lectures, and then they put it into a book, and they say, can we talk to God? And then this book is saying all of us are in this mindset of trying to talk to God through prayer, meditation, general conversation. but we're still asking the question, can we talk with God? And the answer is you're always talking to God because you're always in this constant conversation with self. Self is one with God. And so if you understand that, the answer, he says in the book, is like, can we talk with God? It's yes. You can talk with God because you're talking to yourself as one with God. And so when he talks about it, he says, true prayer is not begging. It's an inner knowing, a conscious union with one source, and that source is you as one with God, co-creating the experiences that you want, the experiences of a lifetime. And so we're in this mode so many times where we want to outsource things. Anybody heard of outsourcing before? We want to outsource it. It's like the auto industry. We want to outsource jobs because we think we can get it done cheaper and better somewhere else. And isn't that kind of what we do? Outsource. Maybe somebody else would do it for me. Give me the life that I want. Maybe someone will complete me. That old Jerry Maguire thing, right? You complete me. But what happens if that outsourcing turns into a soul sourcing experience? Soul meaning S-O-L-E. Can we spell that S-O-L-E? Now, so many times we engage in this soul sourcing in that I outsource everything that I want to something else, to a job, a title, to someone else, setting the conditions, the stage for what I want. Love, joy, peace, happiness, prosperity. And because I soul sourced it to one person, if anything happens with that relationship, what happens? Oh no, I'm devastated. My life is over. And it's not just a death. Sometimes it's just a breakup of a relationship. And I'm looking and I'm saying, well, I know you loved him. I know you loved her, John. But she didn't love you enough. She left you. But guess what? There's a billion other people out here. That job that you're not fulfilled by, but you keep showing up on Monday with an attitude, a bad attitude. And the bad attitude starts on Sunday night. Oh, hell! I got to go to that job. What am I even going to wear? I ain't got nothing to wear. But you put everything, all your cards into that one job, soul sourcing. But what are we saying? We're saying you shouldn't be out there outsourcing. So stop all the outsourcing. You shouldn't be out there soul sourcing, S-O-L-E. But what you should be doing is what? Using the soul source. And what is the soul source? Oh, this is easy for you. This is the easy answer. Get this one. Whoever get this first, I'll give you $100. What is it? What is it? Huh? It's the God in us. As the soul, S-O-U-L source. Now, do you get it? Not quite. Not quite. She's shaking her head like, oh, no, you don't, not yet. But let me go into this soul source. That means that I'm conscious of the God in me, the Christ in me. The union is always there. It's an unbreakable bond. So I don't need to chase God. I don't need to chase Christ. I don't need to beg Christ. My soul source is not from a paycheck. It's not from a partner. It's from a prayer that I want to be in alignment and I accept the assignment. I want to be in alignment with you, Lord, and I accept the assignment for uncommon faithfulness. Every day, every second, every minute, every hour, David. Even if I don't feel like it, this time, I'm going to demonstrate uncommon faithfulness. And that source, that soul source that's within me will make sure that my leaky bucket is sealed I'm supplied, and I'm spiritually sustained. Can you repeat after me? I'm sealed, I'm supplied, I'm spiritually sustained. I'm sealed, I'm supplied, I'm spiritually sustained. So we just go back to where we started this message, and we say, from this day on, I choose life over death. And if you understand the choice between life and death, you understand that death occurs in small seconds. That deterioration of mind, body, spirit, hope, dreams. Just a little bit. You come to the point where you think, I just want to survive. But surrender is the answer to the greater force within you. Say this with me. I choose alignment over anxiety. I choose soul source over stress. I choose uncommon faithfulness over fear. Maybe we all stand. This morning, I don't know about you, but I give total praise to the God who strengthened me. To the God that's been one with me for so long, walking with me, holding me by my hand when I wanted to choose a different door, a different way, a different button. He said, come this way. And in my frail mind, I said, okay, I'll trust you, Lord. I'll trust you. Repeat after me. But hold your hands out. Now just grip it. Grip that bucket that's trying to catch every blessing possible. Just grip it. And if your bucket is leaking now, with some of those cliches, let's seal it. Can we seal your bucket right now? Yeah, dear, we're going to seal the bucket. We're going to give up all those things that no longer serve us. It's not in the best interest of what we want. Let's seal that. No more leaks. No more lies. I'm giving up what doesn't grow me. God in me is my sole source. I walk in uncommon faithfulness because I trust the God within me. Renaissance Unity family, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thanks for having me this morning.